Oh,
All right,
hey,
Abraham.
brother. Yeah, man, you're on stage.
Okay, you said earlier that I am is not a divinity claim from Christ because Satan was
Brother,
before Abraham.
you're lagging a little bit. I can't hear you. Your
I'm
voice is breaking.
okay. Shoot. Let me give me a second. Is that
I still like. I missed the word you said better, but yeah, sure. Go ahead.
okay?
You know the
You said
topic.
the I was wanted to comment about what you were saying before. You said I am is not a divinity claim. When Jesus says before Abraham was born, I am, this is not a divinity claim because Satan was also before Abraham. Is this true?
Yes,
Okay.
that was one of my
So
point. But I'm just asking, how does that make Jesus the same God as God the Father?
no, that's fine. That's perfect. So in Moses, when he talks to the burning bush, would you agree that God is using the burning bush to speak with Moses? Meaning Moses is
God.
not hallucinating. The burning bush is him talking to God, correct?
So I don't believe that burning bush is talking, but God is talking through a divine agency through
Yeah, no,
that.
no. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We agree. Okay. So my point is that when Moses is speaking to the burning bush, Moses says, "Who are you?" Something along those lines. And the burning bush or God using the burning
Brother,
bush to
you're
communicate,
sorry, brother,
he
you're
says,
lagging.
"I am who I am." Ugh, damn it.
Your thing is
Why am
buffering,
I
brother.
like
But
this?
I think you're saying that the voice comes from the burning bush, and it says that I am who I am. Is that what you said?
Uh,
Okay, that's fine. So
yes,
Jesus.
and God, the verb for God in the Old Testament, the Jews did not call God God or Allah. He said, "I am who I am." So when Jesus Christ says, "Before Abraham was born," he also speaks before that. He says, "Abraham rejoiced to see my day." How can Abraham see Christ if Christ was only born? So no, Christ says, "I am." Before Abraham was born, I am. And the Jews picked up stones to kill him. Why would they do that? If I am is not a divinity claim, why would they pick up stones to kill Jesus? Jesus is claiming to be God. This is only but one of the passages in the New Testament where Jesus is claiming to be
So
God.
you know what happens after when they pick up stones?
Okay, tell me.
So Jesus asked them that, why are you stoning me for this? Aren't you called sons of God in your own book? So Jesus is, but brother, I grant you the Moses thing. I grant you the Jesus thing. I grant you the Sadducees, Pharisees thing, teachers of the law thing, everything. How does that make Jesus the same equal God as the Father?
Okay, I'll tell you how. It makes him the same equal God because Jesus is equal in his essence and his nature. When Jesus is in the form of a human being, in the incarnation of man, obviously Jesus says the Father is greater than I. For example, your Father, your
No, no.
actual
Let's grant you. I'm not talking about him being human. Before that, before he came here, before he was speaking Torah and everything, what do you think is the difference between begotten and created?
begotten and created. So begotten is
And
obviously
which one do you, sorry to cut you off, which one do you think is labeled as a heresy as per you guys?
so in the Christian understanding, if you believe Jesus Christ is created, meaning God created Jesus Christ, this is the heresy of Arianism. This is what Jehovah's Witnesses believe. This is what
Okay,
Arius
so
believe.
now tell me, what does begotten mean? Eternally
Beg-
begotten.
Begotten of the Father means that his relationship with the Father from creation has always been there.
From creation, which means that, are you saying when Jesus created everything, or
When
before?
okay,
About before creation?
we have to understand what the issue is. We're trying to prove Jesus' divinity. Let's not go off topic with metaphysics and metaphysiology and theology because that's not my major. That's not what I specialize in. I don't even specialize in anything. This is just an honest conversation. But
Okay,
there
makes
are
sense.
some things I do know.
Brother,
Like, for example, if you believe the Bible, or not even if you don't believe the Bible, in the
you're
Quran,
breaking. You're breaking. You're
shit.
cutting
How
off.
long are you gonna be live? I'm gonna be home soon.
Look, did you, I just want to ask you one question. Did you hear when I said that I already grant you that Jesus is divine from New Testament? So we are not talking about divinity anymore.
Okay, okay.
I'm asking you, what does eternally begotten mean, and how does that put? Can I say that when my mother was born, I was born?
No, but you're not eternally begotten.
No, I'm not. My mother is not either.
Yeah, so this is comparing apples to
So
pineapples,
no, brother. But
my friend.
when something's gonna begot you, right? That has to come before you.
Listen, the Trinity, it is very hard to explain. You cannot. It is. No, there's no perfect words to explain the Trinity.
Okay, okay. Don't explain me Trinity. Explain me what does eternally begotten means.
Eternally begotten means from creation, God is one, but his for
What does
example,
from
Christ, like Christ and the Holy.
what are you referring to when you're saying from creation God is one? What does that mean?
So we're referring to the Christian theology, of course.
Okay,
But
but
to
from
beget,
creation.
begotten is not a great word. Hold up, let me explain this. Begotten is not a great word because to beget means to procreate or to bring into existence,
But
which means the Father would
that's a
have to
creedal
bring Christ
sentence.
into existence.
Brother, that's your creedal sentence from 325, right? It's in the on the first page of Nicaea. I'm not using it out of like thin air.
I know the Orthodox Creed. I know the Orthodox Creed. But brother, what I'm trying to tell you is, have you ever heard Christians say this all the time? They say, it is impossible to explain the Trinity in a way that we can put it into words because God, in all his infinite power, wisdom, and glory, if us human beings can understand him to a science, then how is he God?
Okay, let me know when I can answer. Can I reply?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay, so you guys have the Hebrew Bible in your canon, right? As Old Testament, right? So when God is
We
speaking
have the Hebrew
words,
Bible, and then if you're Orthodox, you have the Septuagint. Yeah,
yes. So the Hebrew Bible is in your canon as Old Testament, right?
correct. Yes.
So when in that God is speaking to you guys saying that I am one, is God making any sense or he's not making any sense?
No, he's
I
making
mean,
sense.
if it's
God
not to
is
be
one.
understood, if it's not meant to be understood, why is God wasting 4 or 5 verses in that saying those things?
But my friend, you're Muslim. You believe in progressive revelation, so this is not something that works for you. This isn't something that
No,
works for your case because we believe that God is progressively revealing himself in
that's
our
not what
time.
I'm asking. I'm saying you're saying Trinity is a mystery. But that's the most
Yes.
basic thing. If God is trying to convey a message to us, it starts with Deuteronomy. It says that I am one. That
Yes.
means something, right? Or
Yes, of
would
course.
God
It's
said
one
that
God.
don't worry about what I am, it's a mystery.
No, no, no. The mystery is in the Trinity. And not the fact that we can't understand the Trinity, but we can't perfectly understand the Trinity. That's the mystery. But it's not a mystery in a sense that we don't know the Trinity exists. No, we know.
You're
We know because
lagging,
Christ told us about the Trinity in the Bible. Brother, how
brother.
long are you going to be on live? I'm going to be home in 15 minutes.
Okay, let's come back in 15 minutes. Drive safe and slow, and we'll pick it up.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay, have a good one.